My name is Mark Anderson, VP of Talent Solutions, and I'll be joined today by my colleague Matt Adams, our Chief Talent Strategist. Between the two of us, we have just under 6 decades of experience in talent acquisition space. And it's a pleasure to share some of the key insights we've picked up over the years. So with that, I'll go ahead and get started. Today, we're going to walk through the 3 critical elements of an effective recruitment marketing strategy, how those elements are interconnected, and then key metrics that you should be measuring if you aren't already. My name is...
Things we see a lot is that organizations have very bland or generic messaging from a recruitment standpoint. We just think that's a really big missed opportunity to not sell your differentiation right up front. Things we see a lot, recognize this already, but just a couple little points here. 30% of job seekers have left a job within the first 90 days of starting. So that kind of indicates there's a misalignment between what they were promised and what the job actually entailed. A strong employer brand can reduce the cost per hire by as much as 50%. So as you can see right there, it has a really strong return on investment. And then finally, 75% of active job seekers are likely to apply if the employer actively manages its employer brand. So again, people want to join organizations where the story is articulated in an appealing way. And if candidates have choices, that's the path that they choose most often. But again, candidates are impatient. You risk losing them if you make them jump through hoops, if your site is not intuitive and experiential. So things such as the design comes into play here. So we're building sites that are more visually driven, that include video and testimonials and iconography, and less paragraphs and paragraphs of copy, just because simply we know that people don't have the patience to read it. But again,
someone's going to Google and they're typing in a question or a query, here's a little about myself, here's what I'm looking for. It's going to devour all that information and then kind of give you a little summary of which companies are looking to have jobs available that match your criteria. So you can do yourself you can really do yourself a favor by structuring your content properly, both for SEO and AEO, which reduces your reliance on media, which is really what I'm here to talk about. Someone's going to... The reason these metrics are so important is because you want to be able to continuously optimize. If a certain channel and resource and source works for one type of job, it may not work for another. If it works for one client, it may not work for another. So you have to constantly adjust your strategy based on who's performing and who's not by channel and by source. The reason